IVM.
Hey there! Welcome to the Positively Unlimited podcast. We're on letter V of the current A to Z series of work-life balance. And the word for today is visibility. If you want to be promoted, if you want to succeed, if you want to be picked and chosen, you need to be seen. Yes, those are the rules. And if you don't like them, you have an option to not play. That's fine. But please do not hide behind your skewed interpretation of merit. Because merit in your workplace is not just about talent or skills. How you show up and how you act at work and how you perform has many, many different facets to it. One is your job profile, what a lot of corporates call KRA, key responsibility areas. And the other is what your designation demands of you and how you show up in that role. For instance, if you are a fresher or in the junior level management, then are you a team player? Do you know how to bring your team together? Within that setting, do you show your leadership skills or then are you a follower? Are you someone who's proactive or are you somebody who will stand back and wait for something to be given to you? Do you know how to network? Do you know how to build relationships and build a rapport? Yes. In order for you to succeed, in order for you to get that promotion, in order for you to become the CEO of your company, you need a lot more than just talent and job skills. What most people fail to understand, that job skills includes many other skills than just what the product or service that the company is manufacturing demands. It's okay if you are somebody who wants to just put their head down and work. That's fine. You don't want to be really seen. You want to go to work. You want to do your stuff and go back home. Absolutely fine. But know that one of the outcomes of that nature is that you will move up the ladder slowly. Yes, there will be some bosses who may recognize what you're good at. There may be some who may encourage you to grow, but that's not a mandatory thing or that's not something the company is responsible to provide. It's a by the way or a bonus situation. But if you are somebody who is ambitious, you are somebody who wants to run up that corporate ladder or whatever you may do, even if you have your own business, you want to climb the ladder of success quickly. And being seen in a specific way is very, very important. How you show up, when you show up, what is the impact you create when you show up? All of this matters. There are a lot of us out there who aren't comfortable with networking. Why? Because, the volume of judgment is that loud because of two reasons. One is because you are a judgy person. That means you are looking at other people and constantly judging them and commenting and finding reasons to speak ill of them or finding ways to pick faults in them. Right? You are possibly that person in the room who stands and says, oh, look at that person. They're succeeding only because of dash. They're in that position only because they're the boss's daughter or boss's son. Right? That's one set of people. Or then the volume of judgment is very loud in your head because you don't feel confident and you are somebody who stands there and says, who will look at me? Why will anyone look at me? I'm nobody. I'm not good enough. I can never get anything done. One of the two reasons. So first identify which circle are you standing in. Now, if you don't like networking, you need to understand why, and then you need to start working around your whys. The second part of visibility is also that if you are doing something and you are doing something well, don't be shy to claim credit. No, credit is not necessarily to be given to you on a platter. No, appreciation doesn't always have to be proactive or forthcoming. Many a times you have to stand up taller than somebody else and ask for what is rightfully due to you. And there is nothing wrong in that. You can stand behind in the shadows and feel sad for yourself, saying that, oh, I did that and, nobody said anything, nobody even noticed. Or you can step out of the shadow and claim credit where it is due. Visibility is a skill that most of us ignore. Why? Because of the entire story of merit and judgment in our head. But like I said at the beginning of this episode, merit has many different facets in a job. In the working world, it goes beyond your KRAs. What kind of a person you are and how you are with people and what personality traits you show, all of those add to your merit. So it's not as simplistic as it used to be in school and college, where if you studied, you gave the exam, you scored 90%, or in today's world, you score 97%, you come on the merit list and you get into the college of your choice. In the working world, it requires a lot more than just that. And visibility is one very, very, very big skill. So I want you to ask yourself this. Are you visible to those who matter in your organization? Now you may ask me, how do I know who matters? Well, the deciding parties. Who is in charge of your appraisals? Who is in charge of giving feedback? Who is in charge of offering you a position and an opportunity that matters? Are you visible to those who matter? Depending on your answer, as in if it's yes, then fine, fair enough, you keep doing what you're doing. But if your answer is no, then the second question you want to work on is how can I be more visible? I'll also say this. A lot of us have a very idealistic notion about work in our heads. And this idealistic notion is a lot about people need to work in a certain way. Everybody needs to do their job in a certain way. Oh, look, that person is irresponsible. Oh, look, that person is always delaying things. It's very easy to pass verdicts on other people. And you're passing those verdicts because it is hampering your job. Fair enough. It's causing delays in your work. I understand it. But in doing so, you're also doing two things. You're displaying an act of ego, some sort of a superiority complex. Secondly, you are assuming that just because you are good at something and you do things in a certain way, everybody works exactly like you, or that yours is the only right way. And the third aspect is you are failing to build equations, you are failing to build a rapport, and you have zero skills in getting your work done. So think visibility this week. When you get up and show up at work, which in our cases right now is in front of your laptops on a Zoom call, think about who do you want to be seen as? When people leave that room, what do you want them to think about you or say about you? And act in accordance. One of the things that I do to practice visibility is to set an intention before every call or meeting where I'm going to be seen. I quickly ask myself, what do I want them to take away from me in this call? Who do I want to be seen as? What is the opinion I want them to form about me? And the one thing that I avoid doing is to respond to that question with any kind of lofty answer, which means I don't want somebody to be impressed by me. And I don't want somebody to think I'm great and I'm awesome. But rather, maybe in a Zoom call where we are planning something for a particular project, I want to be seen as the person who has good ideas. Maybe I want to be seen as the person who is fast on their feet, who thinks fast on their feet. Maybe I want to be seen as the person who has solutions. So be a little realistic with your intentions. And I tell you this, answer that question every time you're about to sit in a meeting, and you will feel differently, you will act differently, and your peers will respond to you differently. Well, I hope that this week you find the courage to come out of hiding. I hope that you find the courage to break through all the false and limiting beliefs you have created around being visible only because you were feeling shy or feeling judged or, not feeling as confident enough. And I hope that you allow yourself to be seen and heard loud and clear. On that note, I'm going to head out from here. And I hope that you're enjoying this series of work-life balance. Do DM me on Instagram. My handle is PositivityAngel to let me know what you think about this series. Also, all previous episodes are available on the IVM Podcast app and website. And you can connect with us on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle is IVM Podcasts.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'd like to thank the sponsors on the network this week, Cred and Sia. Thank you so much for making this possible. We've had an amazing week on the network. Do check out The Note with Maruki Nayak. She speaks to Prabhat Kumar, the man leading child protection at one of India's leading NGOs, Save the Children. On The Habit Coach, Ashton was joined by Rajat Mittal Shah to talk about some superfoods in Ayurveda like turmeric and ashwagandha. On Paisa Vaisa, host Anupam Gupta has a digital gold special in 2 parts, one with Ashraf Rizvi, founder and CEO of Digital Swiss Code and Gilded, and one with Deepak Abbott, co-founder of India Gold. Listen to the first part of the Father's Day special of Agla Station Adulthood with Natasha and her father, Dr. Vipul Roy Rathod. You should also check out Cyrus Says' episode with Mukul Chadda. He talks about upcoming shows Sunflower and Sherni. Our Kannada podcast, Thale Artist, celebrates 100 episodes, and we had a reunion of hosts Pawan, Ganesh, and Surya who shared their favorite moments from the past. Shiva Mehta is back with the 2nd season of Smile India. The show is available in both English and Hindi. On this episode, she talks about the conversion from bag teas to bagless ones and how we should ditch the plastic and have a great tea experience. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
Hi, I'm Zarina Poonawalla, host of the Empowering Series podcast on the IVM network. I happen to be a peak performance coach and leadership coach by profession, and I'm here to share with you productivity tools, life-altering techniques, and real-life hacks to help you achieve your maximum potential in everything you do, your relationships, professions, careers. So tune in every Monday to unleash your inner power. Be safe, be well, be empowered.